Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? We are back. We we haven't been on in a while. It's been so cloudy. It's been crazy cloudy, um, which is kind of crazy for Arizona. Usually, the viewing is very good, and then some other nights it looked like it was not too cloudy, but it looked like the seeing was going to be really bad. And there has been some times I wanted to do it last night, but I didn't. I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I was going to do a super late night stream, and some really cool stuff was up at that time. But it was so warm in the house, and I was under that blanket, and I didn't do it. So we are on tonight. We're going to do one target tonight because it's getting close to New Year's Eve here. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. We did here at the Starlight Starbright Observatory. We had a wonderful Christmas. Um, I got some really, really cool stuff for the observatory. I'll show that to you guys later. My daughter got me these amazing pictures. There's these little tile pictures to hang in the actually in the observatory of pictures that I've taken. It is absolutely amazing. I got a super cool drone that takes pictures, so we're going to do some amazing pictures of the observatory and get them into uh, our opening hopefully soon. We're going to redo that. We're going to keep the opening the same, but it's going to have updated pictures and stuff with the new observatory. And of course, I am quite a bit older than the last time we were doing this, made that commercial, so we'll get something a little bit more current and get that ironed out. But I figured we'd hop on tonight, and we're going to do it's Christmas, right? It was just Christmas and it's New Year's, and we're still in the holiday time. We are going to do NGC 2264, the Christmas Tree Nebula. I'm hoping it's going to go okay. It's not a hard target, but kind of on this side of the sky, there is a lot of turbulence. Just to When I first came out here, I tried Orion, and it was super. And this is kind of near Orion. It's actually a little bit lower, and Orion was like all over the place. The stars were bouncing around, and then I tried. We're gonna have to do this later. I did the Fossil Footprint Nebula. It's tiny, it's small, but it is very cool, and it's super high in the sky. And maybe the next time we're on, we're going to do that. I did take some pictures of it. It turned out really good. We'll have to do that together so I can show that to you. Um, but oh, what I wanted to do before we got going. Remember, we had that telescope giveaway, and Mustard Tiger. Anyway, Amy Bowers is a person who watches all the time. Her and her husband, and they're a young couple, and they're actually local here. They're not too far. Um, they won the telescope, and I took it over to them, and they were super excited. Um, and I just wanted to show you this. They couldn't wait. I think it was still daytime, and the moon was out, and they had the scope out. And I'm going to show you this picture that they took with their phone, with their new telescope. Look at the detail in that moon. That is absolutely crazy, right? Look at the craters on this thing. They did such a wonderful job taking that with their phone. Hopefully, they're going to have a lot of fun with that. And hopefully get to see more from them as they're on their journey, hopefully, to astronomy, hopefully into live EAA, which is what we do here at Starlight Starbright Observatory. We do live electronically assisted astronomy. All right, that's enough blabbing. Let's get right down to it. All right, let's see here. NGC 2264, the Christmas Tree Nebula. Let's just go ahead and I can't lie. I was already out here playing around with everything, and we have our guide scope. Oh, if you wanted to see that, let me show you. and I don't have it set up yet, but I can switch to this. This is our guide. This is our guiding program. Um, so these little squiggles down here are when it tells it to correct. Um, it's doing pretty good. When I was doing the fossil footprint nebula, there was hardly, because it was high in the sky, there was hardly anything here at all, hardly any corrections, and it was doing really well. But this is it. This is our guiding program. So we are going to have fun with that. All right. Let's see here. I already have the settings pretty good. I think we'll leave our gain at around 38. That's usually a sweet spot. And then we'll just leave our exposure at 20. Man, 20 seconds is a great exposure time for Clyde and the Hyperstar. Let's go ahead and loop it. Let's see what we got. I know it's there. I can see it. Now, this is the Christmas tree cluster. It is a nebula, but it actually is it is a cluster within the nebula, and the nebula is just like a it's just icing on the cake. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there it is. Oh, that looks really good. Let me show you in Stellarium real quick. So we are right here. Right there, the Christmas Tree Nebula. And you can see there's the Rosette Nebula. That's another really good one to do. We're starting to get a little higher in the sky now, so it's getting a little bit better. But just to let you know, if you have Stellarium on your PC, you can go into the sky and viewing options over here, and you can click on this, and then and when you go in there, you can go and where it says labels and hints right here, you can move them up and down, and it will populate your star clusters better. So this way you're not having to zoom in to see everything. Oh, look at that. Hagrid's Dragon Cluster. Oh, that could be something good. Harry, you're a wizard. Hagrid's Dragon Cluster. Oh, that should be pretty good. All right. Let's get back to our Christmas tree nebulae. Our Christmas tree cluster. All right, let's move our black up a little bit. Histogram's bouncing around just a little bit because of how low we are and the turbulence. It's clear, but there's a lot of times when it's clear, you still get a lot of turbulence. Oh, hey, old Nina. No, it's just been super cloudy, and it's been super busy with the holidays. I've been trying to get out here, and it just hasn't happened. No, yeah, I know we haven't been updating like we normally do, but we're back in the saddle here. It's after the holidays here, and we should be on all the time now. I hope to, anyway. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's just leave this here, and we'll put a little bit of sharpening in it. Let's go up to 50 on our sharpening, not a whole lot. And then let's go ahead and we're going to start our stack. And this is going to be good for some live high dynamic range too, where we bring our white point down in the histogram. It's going to be great. So let's see here. We'll let that stack up. Let's see here. All right. Well, luckily, Clyde, if you want to see Clyde here. There he is. Clyde is working pretty well. We're going to grab I think this week I'm going to grab another infrared camera, or not a camera, but an infrared light. This way you can see more of Clyde. You could have seen him really good in our last observatory because the camera was much closer. But since this is much bigger and more open, it's a little tougher to see. But you can see right there we have our guide scope on top of him. It's looking pretty good. And also, oh, thanks, old Nina. We did, and I hope you did too. And we're coming up on the new year here, and it's not any different than the old year, but it is a new year. It's not going to be any different for us. So yeah, I'm glad I'm glad it's almost over. It's been super busy. You know, my beautiful co-host is a Christmasaholic, yeah, it's been crazy, but everybody's good. Everybody's having fun. All right, let's see here. This is stacking up. This is going to stack up good. I think. I think it's going to be good. Let's get that. Let's see. We are at 4 output frames. Let's that stack to about 10 or so. Let's see here. And let me see while that's stacking. Uh, let's see here. Let's learn a little bit about the Christmas Tree Nebula NGC 2264. And it is a magnitude, Stellarium says it's a magnitude of 3.90, which is super bright. Now remember, that is the cluster of stars, not the nebula, not the magnitude of the nebula. The magnitude of the stars, because this is classified as an open star cluster. That is reduced to 4.11 by the air masses tonight. Um, let's see here. Oh yeah, you're glad it's almost over too. Yeah, I know. I know. You know, this is kind of was an impromptu stream. I looked out and it wasn't cloudy out. It was super clear, and I just ran out here, started the generator, and here we are. So we really didn't even give. I should have opened the observatory much sooner to let the concrete and all cool down to the air, but I didn't. All right, let's see here. All right. Uh, the Christmas tree cluster, just in time for the holidays. It shows the shape of a cosmic tree with an open cluster of stars, and it is about 2,500 light years away. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, check this out. The cluster, NGC 2264, is in our Milky Way galaxy, about 2,500 light years away. So that is close to home. That is awesome. Oh, yeah, that's very cool. You know, for some of these things, 2,500 light years away, I obviously we don't know how far that is. We can't comprehend, but in space terms, that's like a trip to the grocery store. That is not far at all. So yeah, very cool stuff. And you can check this out and go to the interwebs, and some people have some really amazing renditions of this Christmas tree cluster. Let's see here. Oh, it's shaping up pretty good here. We are at we're at 11. We're at 11 here, and let's go ahead and start doing our live high dynamic range. Uh, that is LHDR. So if you're getting into imaging or live EAA and you see HDR, that's what that is. It's high dynamic range. Um, Basically, we do LHDR here because it's live high dynamic range, because we're doing it on the fly as we're stacking. But you can do this if you're in imaging, you're taking different uh, exposure photographs and stuff like that, and you spend quite a bit of time on this. Let's see here. Oh, our guiding looks excellent right now, because this is starting to come up in the sky. We hardly have any corrections at all right now. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so hopefully, when I was doing the fossil footprint nebula, I got pictures of here, but I'm not going to show you. You're going to have to wait till I do it. Um, but I was doing 25-second exposures, and we were guiding here, and and I got it up to like 30 or 40 frames, stacked frames, and it was great. Our hot pixels hardly even moved. There was not those lines in our hot pixels anymore. So I'm hoping that this fixed it. Boy, look at this already. Look at that star. That looks amazing. I love those refractions on those bright stars. Yeah, that is a crisp image for sure. Let's see here. There's almost like this in here. It's almost like a reflection nebula in here. See this blue right here? I don't think it is. I'm not versed enough to know what all the ins and outs are of these things, but that does look like a reflection nebula with that white in there. Uh, Usually a reflection nebula is just that it's a reflection um, off of the stars, and usually they don't really they don't do well with the filter. We have our filter in, which is our Oplong L Enhance filter. It is the L Extreme. Or is it the L? Oh, it's the L Enhance. We have the L Enhance filter in tonight from Oplong, um, and it is a. It's not just one sort of bandwidth. I think there's several in there. I'm not sure. I'd have to read the box again. I don't know what it is, but I know it's amazing for getting what we're doing with Nebula, uh, and it really makes them turn out very well. Oh wow, we're doing really good here. Let's grab this and we'll go down just a little bit more. Uh, Looks like our, if we look on here, our red has changed just a little bit. Just a little bit. We can hit our white balance button again, and hopefully that will correct. We'll see that correct on the next image. Let's see where it goes. Oh, yep. Moved just a little bit, corrected it a little bit. We don't want to let that get too far out, as it, as we go up into the sky, it changes. We're losing some of the turbulence in the sky, so that red reflects differently on the lens. This is going to be good. I know it doesn't look like a lot right now, and there's the Christmas tree right there. This is it right here. I guess we could flip it around, but we're not going to. We're just going to leave it alone. But this is the Christmas tree nebula. This is the Christmas tree, top of the Christmas tree, and these are all the stuff around it. That's what they like to portray. But yeah, this is going to turn out really good. I think the magic will happen when we do a little bit of post-processing in our wonderful Cam Sky software. So, yeah, I don't think we have a whole lot of viewers here tonight like we normally would, but usually I announce all that on Facebook, and I was lazy and I send out a thing on YouTube, and you know what? I have an account on X, formerly Twitter, but it is a little tough to get followers on there, and I don't really spend a lot of time on advertising it at all, like I normally would. It's just very time consuming. All right, this is going to turn out good. Look how crisp those stars are tonight. Wow, this is turning out to be really good seeing. Really good seeing. So I like when the stars, look at all the stars in this picture. I can't emphasize this enough. Like, there is literally thousands of stars in this picture, and we are in only one little teeny tiny part of the sky. That is absolutely unbelievable. If you ever want to get a kick out of something, get on the internet and then Google the picture from Voyager of Earth. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Basically, it would be just this dark area right here, and we're this little tiny blue dot, like right here, that Voyager took. So this is what we look like from the other planets. So if there's aliens out there, you never know. That's what they're looking at, some little teeny tiny star like this. Oh, on another note, we should have our Starlight Starbright Observatory sign up here soon. I finally put the poll in, and we're going to get the sign up tomorrow, hopefully sometime. It is an actual marquee sign, just like our logo that lights up, and we like to have that lit up when we're not using the observatory, because it's just fun and cool. All right, let's bring this white point down just a little bit more. I think we're going to try and get down a little bit further with it here. We are at 30, or we are at 29, and we usually like to be between 32 and 36 frames, and then we can do a little bit of our post processing. Let's see here. A couple more frames, and then I think this is going to turn out good. I did this. You know what? I actually only have one picture of this. Before I get out here and stream, I open our astrography folder and I said, "Oh, I think we're going to do NGC 2264 tonight because it is a holiday and Christmas is just passed." And I actually only had two pictures of this. One was the raw, and one was the edited picture. And the edited picture was, it. I'm not sure what year was that taken in. That was taken in, let's see here, NGC 2264. That was taken in, let's see here. That's a pretty good picture. It was taken in, it was taken January 4th of 2022. That was our first picture of this nebula. Wow, that's been a while. We've been down for like over a year, or more than that, almost two probably. We've been moving and building our observatory again. All right, let's go just a little bit more. We're guiding now, so it's not going to hurt to have those extra frames in here. Now look, we have been, if you can look, see there's a little hot pixel right there. Usually they start to get elongated and get like a line, but because we are guiding now, those are staying right where they're supposed to be, and I am super stoked and super happy. That was a great money invested. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Frank down at Stellar Vision, our friend, he got us he had the scope, which is a Star Watcher Evo XD SD, something like that. and then he had the ZWO minicam too. We tried to get a Malin cam, but unfortunately Jack couldn't find the right drivers for or he had the drivers, but it wasn't installing correctly or something. So we did end up getting a ZWO camera. Not exactly what we wanted, but it's working and working well. All right. Wow, look at that right there, that histogram as it changes with the turbulence in the air. All right, we are at 37. Let's get this last one, and then let's take a picture and see what we can do. All right, here we go. Here's our picture, and let's go to our live processing screen so you can see what I'm doing. Right here, you see our telescope control. And then let's go right into our range. Ooh, we got a big range right there. There's a lot of information in here. So basically, this is like the histogram, and if you were going to a GIMP, this would be called the black level. So we're going to do the black level, and we're going to go way down here to the bottom of this spike right here, and we're going to click OK. And that gives us a nice dark background. All right. I think this is going to look amazing. I think it is. And then we're not going to do the adaptive Wiener filter that I had been doing before. I've noticed that like when I zoom in, it kills a little bit of the detail. And seeing is really good right now. So I think we don't really need anything. Look at this out here. There's actually... Look at that, when we look at the H2 region out here. I'm hoping that when we do our curve, which is the bread and butter of our processing here, it's going to turn out amazing. We're going to do our astro curve. Let's come up to like right here. And then we're going to bring this one up to right here. Oh, look at that. Now, I think our co-host said to make it a little bit brighter, because on the internet it gets a little bit darker. But there we go. Wow, look at that. Let's do, now this has a ton of red in it, so we're just going to pop a little bit of red in here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Add a little bit more. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit more for the interwebs there, for the stream. Right. That is looking, just making sure. My beautiful co-host is texting me. All right. Let's just say okay. I think that looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Look at the detail in this. Oh, look, our hot pixels are hardly even moving. There's the Christmas tree right there, the cone. And, you know, some people do some really crazy processing, but look at these dust lanes in here. This looks amazing. Wow. That is a beautiful. And I love all this right here. This must be a reflection from the star, all this white. That looks really, really good. This looks amazing. I love it. I love it. All right. That looks pretty good. I think that's good just like that. There's a zillion stars. Now look at this really. I want to show you this. Now look at this black spot right through here. Look how dark that is. Now, I'm assuming that's just where it is devoid of H3 region because you can see the stars from behind here. But that is very cool how dark that is right there. It almost stands out like a sore thumb. Very cool indeed. Yeah, this looks amazing. That looks really, really good. And it is a little bit lower, so it's not quite as crisp as an image as it probably could be, but it does look amazing. And there it is. Not sure if we can. Oh, we can rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Oh, there it is. That's what you're going to see on the internet. There's the tree right there, and that is the Christmas tree cluster. I don't know, maybe it should be the other way. It looks more like a Christmas tree if it's the other way. Let's see here. Image, rotate 180. Let's see, to me that looks more like a Christmas tree, but you never know. I think that's the way they show it on the internet most of the time. It's just like this. But wow, that looks amazing, amazing, amazing. There it is, the Christmas tree. And there's all the stars and stuff like that. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's see here. Let's see what our live stack looks like. Oh, and it still looks really, really good. Really good. All right, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, look at the difference. I'm not sure if we're getting what we're getting here, but when that histogram moves, that means there is a change in the sky. Isn't that crazy? Especially when you're doing these nebula and you're getting that red through there. It definitely will show you any change you have in the sky right away by the red is moving. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stop. Oh, this is at 50 some stacks. I'm actually going to take one more picture of that, and I may fool with that later. Fool with that later in the GIMP just to try and mess with it. Let's see. Let's stop our stack there. We'll take our sharpening down. Remember, if you get Mountain Cam and you're in Mountain Cam Sky software, take that sharpening back down because it can make your camera laggy. All right, let's see. I'm going to stop this. Go back to video mode. Right there. All right. Now, if you can see that, you see that star kind of moving around? That right there is turbulence. That's the turbulence in the air. For some reason, we're getting a lot over there by the east side. I'm not quite sure why, but I can look out the window here and I can see the stars twinkling. So here's a good rule of thumb, if you can remember. If you go out into the night sky and you look up, If the stars are really twinkly, that is bad. The seeing will not be very, very good. If they're very steady, the seeing is going to be great. Right now, I can look through there and I can see it twinkling already, and even just through my control room window. So I know they're dancing around out there. It's turbulent, um, which is bad. But anyway, that's how you can tell, and you can really see that uh, on the camera when you zoom in like that. Here to Stellarium real quick. So we are here. We're starting to get higher up in the sky. Let's see. There's the Rosette Nebula, but that'll be a whole nother stream in itself. The Rosette Nebula. We can definitely do that one. And you know, Thor's helmet is coming up. I'm not quite sure where that's at. It's down here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right here. There's Thor's helmet. Right there, and here's the Seagull Nebula. I don't know sure if we did that on stream or not. I don't think we did. That'll be another good one to do. And the moon is coming out. You see it right here. The moon's starting to come out, so we're about out of time. But look at this right here. This is going to be a good one too. If you can see all these galaxies coming out, the Garland Galaxy, the Scar Galaxy, Bode's Galaxy, they are all amazing galaxies. So hopefully when the moon isn't out, when the moon's not out, we can do those, because we don't like the moon out when we're doing galaxies, because they're so far away. But those are going to be wonderful, wonderful galaxies. We have some pictures of those on our website and on Facebook. You can go check those out at starlightstarbrightobservatory.com. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining in. This is what we did. There it is, and there's our post process right here. That looks amazing. We'll get that up on the internet, on Facebook, so you can check that out. And this is NGC 22-64, the Christmas Tree Nebula, 2,500 light years away. Amazing. All right. Well, thank you for joining in. It's been fun. And let's see here. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if we're going to be on tomorrow or not, because everybody's busy. But maybe New Year's Day or something, we'll try and come out and do something. Or maybe if it's late at night tomorrow, when everybody gets back after 12 o'clock. I don't know if I'll make it till 12 o'clock, but I'm going to try. And maybe we can come out here and do something late, super late at night, and try and see what else is out here. There's tons of stuff to see. So we'll figure it out as we go. I'll try to make an announcement. Nobody's going to pay attention. You can catch it all on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch later. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining in. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll see you. See you again. See you, old Neener. Have a great weekend. We don't go out either. We're not going anywhere. We're too old. All right. Good night.